Anyways, hello. How's everyone doing? So Matt and I just completed a live. We're in Ryukyu Village right now, which is basically a historical Okinawan theme park. Also a water buffalo. I'm gonna call him Jimmy the water buffalo. Matt went off after the live to do a whole YouTube video about Ryukyu Village, so if you guys are interested in that, check that out. However, I will not be doing a full like Ryukyu Village themed YouTube video, even though I am in, oh my god, I can't breathe in this. Even though I am in Ryukyu Village. But what I will do while we're waiting for Matt is give you guys a different perspective, because this theme park was my stomping grounds when I was a kid, because my grandpa worked here for like 10 years after he retired from his government job. Probably once or twice a week I was here just running around. So I used to hang out here a lot when I was a kid. And I also had my summer job here. So we're gonna go ahead and walk around and talk about that. Look at that thing. Look at this. It gets worse because they get as big as Matt's hand. And let me tell you something, Matt's hand ain't tiny. He's got some big ass hands. That's like probably the worst for me in terms of living in Okinawa. A lot of people always warn me about the snakes. And you're granted, habus are poisonous and they are, you know, dangerous, and you should be careful and they should be respected, but you don't see them as often as spiders, and the spiders here aren't friendly either. They're poisonous and big enough to probably take your dog. Anyways, okay, so what were we doing? We're just walking around until Matt gets done. Ow, I just poked myself in the eye. I don't know if it's because of the heat, but I'm in like a really weird, silly mood. So when I was living in the States for 10 years, I could not stand to listen to any kind of Asa music or sanchin music, which is traditional Okinawan instruments, because it would literally make my chest clench because I was so homesick. And anytime I hear a taiko drumming or I see any kind of Asa, I just like start tearing up because I'm like, oh, this is the music of my people, you know? It's like ingrained in my soul. Do you guys want to see where people used to poop? There's little goats. Hello, goats. Hi, pretty boys. Doesn't know this yet, but we're gonna get goats and ducks. Our house is gonna be full of animals. It's gonna be a real menagerie. Oh, that's right. I was gonna take you guys to go see the old toilets. So distracted so easily. These right here are it's called puru. It was a pigsty. Okay, so yeah, I'll just explain it instead of reading it. So these right here are the old style toilets. It's not really unique to Okinawa. In documentaries where they had them in the medieval ages, something similar to this, but basically they would keep pigs in here. And then this is where the people would come and poop, pee, and then it would go down the chute into the trough right here. And then the pigs would eat it, and it would be like their food. I don't know why I thought you guys needed to see that, but every time I bring people here, this is like the first place I show them. I'm like trying to figure out what to do. I've been here so many times that I don't know what's really interesting. Like, what do you guys want to see? There's this really cool tree, the Gajimata tree, which is awesome. It's also really hot. It's so hot. It is, I don't even know how hot it is. Let me take a look. Okay, so I just did a quick Google search. It's 87 degrees and 81% humidity. Oh, no wonder why I'm having a hard time breathing in this mask. A cat! Hello, kitty. It's okay. Oh, sweetheart. Hi. Hello. You love me. Oh no. Oh no, there's another one. I've never seen cats here. Yeah, come down here. You want some love? Look at what you're, are you a boy or a girl? Oh, no. You are cute. Can I take you home? Hello. I've actually never seen cats here. This must be a new thing. Hi, sweetheart. It actually has a collar and a bell and everything. I want you guys to be really quiet because we might startle them. There's my husband in the wild. Hi. Wait, should I be running? I don't know what that was about. He ran, so I ran. I don't know. Well, I don't know what we were running for. Oh, you guys know what this thing is? Well, let me tell you. So these things right here are called kijimunas, and they're Okinawan tree fairies. And as a kid, we were told that if we didn't behave, the kijimunas would come at night and eat our eyes, which is pretty brutal for a children's story. But the kijimuna's biggest weakness is an octopus, or octopi. They just don't like octopus. They're little like fun-loving tree fairies that eat kids' eyes that have been bad. I'm about to take you guys into the area that I worked in, which was the Habu area. I have to be careful because when we walked here through the live, there was like spiders everywhere, so I have to be careful so I don't run into them. This is where they used to have Habu shows when I was a kid, the Habu and mongoose. In fact, you could see it in the gate, the mongoose and Habu fight. So when I was a kid, they would actually have mongoose and Habu fights here where they would pit the mongoose and the Habu against each other. I think about probably 10 years ago now, because of animal rights and stuff, they stopped doing that show. And for a while they were doing like a 3D version, like a reenactment version of it. But now I think they're just kind of turning into, they call this the Kijimuna Theater, and now they just do like traditional dances and singing and stuff. They don't really do any Habu shows anymore. Honestly, I don't mind, because even as a kid, when I actually was watching the Habu and mongoose fights, let me tell you, it was brutal to see, because the mongoose would like chomp at the Habu and just tear its head off. I mean, it was like real Nat Geo shit. Like, it was crazy. And then I later found out from a guy that used to work at Ryukyu village, and he said that oftentimes to give the mongoose a fighting advantage, they would sedate the Habus, so the Habus would always lose. Because I've never seen a Habu win. It was always the mongoose, and it makes sense, right? I'm actually kind of glad they got rid of that, because it was brutal. But this is the area that I used to work in the summertime. This was like where I was stationed, and there would be a long line of people. Because when I was working here, it was like a 3D show, and then people would come every summer to watch the show, and it was oh, there's a spider right there. It's so huge. It's so gross. It's not coming up on screen. It's probably about half the size of my hand. Yeah, so there would be this huge line of people all up and down to this. Everybody's hot midsummer. I would be stationed here, but I would pretty much get pulled in different directions throughout the park because I was the only person who could speak English. This is the room where I worked for most of the two summers that I worked here. And it was the best place to work because they have 7 air conditioners in this theater. And it was the only part in the park, aside from like the offices and the ticket booth and stuff, that was air conditioned. So it was my favorite part of the whole experience, that I got to sit in air conditioning pretty much. Were you running from something in particular?
I was running from you.
Oh. I thought you saw like a spider or a Habu or something, I don't know.
Oh.
I was like, oh shit, should I run too? It's 87 degrees.
Oh yeah.
And 81% humidity.
Oh wow.
We should go check out Uniqlo because they have those like active, dry, breathable masks. My question for you today is how many of you who are watching this have never been to Okinawa, who maybe didn't even know anything about Okinawa until they started to watch my channel. In the comment section below, just type in never been, you know, for never been to Okinawa. I want to see how many of you guys who have never been to Okinawa and are just like watching me just to watch. I don't know, I'm just really curious because I know most of you guys have ties to Okinawa and probably found me through those ties, but I'm also wondering if I have anybody out there who watches me who have never actually even been to Okinawa, who aren't planning on coming to Okinawa. I really want to know. That scared the shit out of me. Why are you doing this to me? Here's the water buffalo. Hi, beautiful. Hi, beautiful. Arigatou gozaimasu. What they do and what they use the water buffaloes for is they take the sugar canes and then they throw the sugar canes in the thing, and then that's how they juice the sugar canes. Well, the water buffalo walks around, it turns the gears that pulls the sugar cane through, and then it juices the sugar cane. It collects at the bottom, and that's how they used to make sugar. I haven't done one of these in a while, so I'm gonna take my chances. I'm gonna do like an Okinawan one. I'm hoping for either the water buffalo, the shisa. These guys would be cool. They're Begin. They're an Okinawan band. That would be really cool too. I got one of these. Gacha gacha.
Oh.
The little
Gachapon?
Gacha gacha.
So what'd you get?
I don't know. I'm about to find out.
Just so people know, Gachapon is like really big in Japan. You put like 100 yen in a machine, twist it, and they give you this little ball with a random toy in it.
It's so cute!
What'd you get?
Little Jesus!
Oh, cool.
I was saying, like, this is one of the ones I wouldn't mind getting. Nobody outside of probably Japan, and even outside of Japan or Okinawa, I don't know if people would really know him, but this guy is a boxer, like a famous boxer in Okinawa.
Oh, yeah.
Morgan got him.
Oh, yeah.
And she was so disappointed because she doesn't know who he is. She wanted like one of the more Okinawan type ones.
I remember that.
She was so disappointed to get him.
Yeah, I remember Morgan getting that guy.
Yeah, his name is Gushken. He's a boxer. Oh, shit.
That's honestly, if I was a tourist and I didn't know anything about Okinawa, that is the worst one to get.
Well, probably the three guys too. At least they have a sunshine though. There you go.
And
do you ever look at people and just wonder what they're doing? So I'm gonna go ahead and actually end the vlog here because I feel like I have enough footage to make like a 10 to 15 minute vlog. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. If I do anything more today, that's fun. I'll go ahead and record that. But just in case I don't and I just go home, and I don't want to just end it at home. So thank you guys so much for tuning into this vlog. I love you guys so much. Remember to comment down below if you watch my channel and have never ever been to Okinawa, don't plan on coming to Okinawa, just let me know how you found me, and that'd be a really good question too. How did you guys find me? I'm so curious. All right, okay, so bye, love you, peace.